Sometime back, one of you suggested that I run DPUs on my layout, but I didn't know what a DPU was back then. Well, I do now, and in this video, you're going to see DPUs running on my layout. That's coming right up. Hi, I'm Roy Smith. Today we're going to talk about DPUs. I want to tell you what DPUs are and how they are used in modern era trains like the ones on my layout. We're going to run a long, heavy coal train on my layout with the help of DPUs in this video. I am going to send up a drone to watch the train from above. Okay, so what is a DPU? The acronym DPU stands for Distributed Power Unit. Distributed power units are locomotives that are placed in the middle and at the end of trains rather than having all of the locomotives only at the front of the train. Let's watch for DPUs in this train as I run it. You will see a DPU in the middle of the train and another one at the end of the train. This distribution of locomotives in the middle and at the end of trains is why they are called distributed power. DPUs are unmanned. They are controlled remotely by the engineer in the lead locomotive. The engineer in the lead locomotive controls the DPUs remotely by radio signals. DPUs on his train do what the lead locomotive does. DPUs are especially common in the West in areas such as the one I am modeling on my layout, and especially in long, heavy trains. DPUs should not be confused with helper engines. Helper engines are locomotives that temporarily assist a train requiring additional power or traction to climb a grade. Helpers were widely used during the age of steam. Historically, helpers were positioned at the rear of a train. After the train reached the top of a grade, the helpers separated from the train and returned back down to a siding or yard at the bottom of the grade to wait for the next train requiring a helper. By contrast, DP units normally remained with a train from its origin to its destination, and steam helpers had to be manned. By contrast, DPUs are controlled remotely and do not have a crew on board. Helper operations are common on the layouts of those of us who run steam locomotives. Distributed power also should not be confused with multiple units on trains. Multiple units, or MUs, are connected directly together by cables and brake lines and run together at the head of the train. I normally run the trains on my layout with multiple units rather than DPUs. My trains seldom exceed 20 to 25 cars long, which is pretty short compared to 100 to 200 cars on the prototype. And of course, every locomotive running together on the same train on my layout must be speed matched, and speed matching is one of my least favorite things to do. Besides, derailments are much more likely to occur with DPUs shoving trains than with MUs pulling trains. The big advantage of DPUs, though, is that they look so prototypical on modern era layouts such as mine. There are many benefits to running DPUs on real trains. Trains are easier to handle, fuel savings are increased, speed is increased, track capacity can be used more efficiently, longer, heavier trains can be run, starting, pulling, and stopping power are all greatly increased, and there is less rolling resistance. In the past, DPUs were used to haul heavy coal trains through areas with steep grades. But DPUs are not just for coal trains or mountain grade territory anymore. Today you see DPUs in all kinds of long trains, just about everywhere. DPUs are now a way of life for railroads, and that's why I wanted to show them to you running on my layout. Who knows, maybe you'd like to run them on your layout. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Do you run DPUs on your layout? What has been your experience with them? Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes on this channel. And until next time, happy railroading.